These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, I'm going to try my best not to burp into the microphone, but welcome to These Hot Idiots. We're back.
Yeah, we're back again.
Oh my God, we're back again.
I'm Megan. Of course, with me is Ashe.
We have a soundboard.
Your mother's a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going to cause a disaster with that.
And it's full of things that no one understands.
Or you do understand.
You don't know.
It's the most confusing soundboard ever.
We are back with episode 16 of season 1, Backyard Wrestling 2. There goes the neighborhood.
Yes, we're still in the Vampire Diaries.
We I guess the recaps are cut for time because we do not get them.
We did not have a recap this time. They had plenty of material for this episode.
Yes.
They did not need to throw it up previously on
all the vampires are at the vampire house.
Yes, all the vampires that are coming out of the tomb, and they're all being brought to Miss Gibbons' house.
Miss Gibbons' house, and she's pretty much a blood bag for all of them.
She's a compelled human who's basically a blood bag. I guess you can compel humans to make them let you in. I didn't know that was a thing.
I guess
it's a thing.
Well, they said something weird later we'll get to, but kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
So, Anna's trying to teach them about cable TV. She's like she's the youth trying to teach all the boomers how to use phones and shit. That's Anna's role right now.
She was around and was able to actually take in all the various changes of technology. So now she's got to catch everybody else.
Miss Gibbons is just covered in bites and shit, and I just think I don't know. I feel like that's pretty cool, actually.
That is a powerful image right there.
Powerful image is nice lady, and she's got bite marks on her arms and her neck, and her goddamn.
Vampire's going to town on her.
Anna feels weird about this whole we're all just gonna hang out at this house situation. And also the fact that this lady's not feeling well because we're taking all her blood, and there's this guy with slick back hair and a goatee, and he looks like Darkside Phil, and he's just
looks like Darkside Phil.
And he's just no, I want to drink more blood from her, and the lady's just like, it's fine, drink all the blood you want, heh.
I think because he compels her.
Yeah, he compels her again.
I just now noticed looking at the summary that this guy's name is Frederick. But we just call him DSP the entire time.
He looks like a skinnier Darkside Phil.
Yeah, so we just keep calling him DSP.
That donut. It's like that donut goatee where it's super you put a cup over your mouth and you shave the goatee on.
Mm.
He's got that kind of. He's got the Steven Seagal goatee.
Yes.
So, Matt is talking to his mom, and she's busy, but she's busy getting fucked up every day.
She hung over.
She's hung over, and that's just like that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward lives with him, and he's just trying to get him to get a fucking job.
Get a job. Gives him the super get a job. Yeah, he's saying, yeah, there's a bartender position open at the grill.
And she's like, hey, I might take it. And then Matt's just sort of like, yeah, we owe several months of back rent, and it would be really nice if you got a job. And she's like, I'm thinking about it, okay? I fucked the bartender's, I fucked the bar owner's wife or something, or husband or something.
Yeah, she fucked the bar owner's the manager's boyfriend at one point, and she's still probably gonna be salty about
Caroline shows up in Matt's house, and she's immediately awkward about this whole thing, but his mom just steps out. Stefan and Elena are talking about
doesn't call Caroline a whore, but does think it really hard.
Whore. Stefan's talking about how Damon's icing him out to Elena.
Yeah.
And she's just like, okay, so my mom's a vampire, and your brother's a vampire, and Jeremy's girlfriend was a vampire, and I'm just so fucking tired of vampire Stefan. Jesus Christ. And Stefan's like, but I'm a vampire. And she's like,
Stefan,
not
this
you.
Vampire shit. Stefan, this vampire shit is exhausting.
I am so tired of vampire shit. So Stefan just says, like, I want to have a fun day. I want to have fun with you. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a fun day.
Normal. Let's
just
have a normal time and
just
have
be
fun.
normal and have fun. They go back into the school, and the school is still dark as shit, as always.
It's better lit than usual.
No, it's
like
still dark, but it's not like they're not doing the horror lighting where it's darker than it's supposed to be, but it's still really dark.
I can still see faces, which is a step up from like previous episodes where you couldn't even get that out of people.
Matt and Caroline are planning on going on a date, but Matt wants to talk to Elena, and Caroline's sort of jealous. And the song is really on the nose, but I don't remember what it said.
Oh man, it was just like I think I did at least kind of write down something about it of like nah. But I do know it was like they eventually
too good for you or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And it does like they set up a double date at some point down the line.
Anna's teaching the boomer vampires on how to use a phone, and one of them hits a button and accidentally plays a message from Jeremy.
In front of Anna's mom.
In front of Anna's mom, Pearl. And she's like, what was that? Where are you going? And it's like, I talked Miss Gibbons into giving her debit card and her car keys and all that stuff.
Yeah, her ATM card and stuff, and kind of like, let's go and get some money or something, I guess. And it's like, I'll explain what an ATM card is. This is Anna's got to explain so much shit to these vampires.
There's tension among the vampires as Darkside Phil confronts like Harper about like wanting to leave, and Harper's like, Earl said that we have to stay here, we shouldn't leave, it's not safe.
DSP's like, no, I want to leave, I want to get out,
I want to play video games in front of my TV.
Record it. Oh yeah, I think this next scene is the setup for the double date.
Yeah, they're talking about a double date, and they're talking about how and everyone's like, double dates suck, I don't think we should do a double date. And Stefan's like, let's do it. Yeah,
it's like, I don't know, man, double dates seem like they'd be really awkward if you don't have just the full trust and the full knowledge. Like they're not gonna go after like my
I feel
partner.
like a double date would only work if like everyone was super familiar with each other and like they've been dating for a long time, but like Matt and Elena are exes and Stefan's kind of new to town, sort of, besides being a vampire, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is gonna be awkward as fuck.
Back at the Salvatore house, there's like a bunch of tilted lamps.
I didn't even notice the tilted lamps, honestly.
Damon's just sort of storming in, and then he finds out that Pearl's in the house to talk with him.
And they can just get in there. Because
it's like, hey, when did the owner of this house die? Because we can get in now. And it's like, that's bullshit.
What the fuck? What about Logan?
Logan couldn't get in his house.
And he owned it, I assume.
I assume he owned the house. How can they get into Damon's house?
Like, yeah, they killed, like, what's his name? I forgot his name. Fucking, Zach, was it?
Who are you talking about?
The living Salvatore that wasn't a vampire.
Oh, I think so. Oh, Sweater Boy. Yeah, he killed Sweater Boy.
Sweater Boy. Yeah, they killed Sweater Boy.
But you think...
I like how you didn't even give his name. You just called him Sweater Boy again.
Because I don't know his name. I just call him Sweater Boy.
I thought it was Zach, but yeah, Sweater Boy got killed. And that means no one living owns the house, I guess, so they could just walk in with impunity, I guess.
I guess, yeah. It's changed the fucking rules, I guess. Logan can't get in his house, but, I thought the rules would change between seasons. I didn't think they would change during the same season that the rule was established.
I feel like I said this in a previous episode, but it bears repeating. This is why most vampire most vampire stories, don't include the invited in rule, because it's
You
so
have
baffling.
you have to make sure. Like, I would just have like a fucking dotted list of every instance and rule of when a vampire can enter a building and when they can't.
Didn't we have like a whole we kind of talked we chatted back and forth about this. I don't think it was in an episode
I wasn't in an episode. I was just having shower thoughts at work.
about how did Anna get into that motel room or hotel room
Oh
or
yeah, it's like,
whatever
how
it
did
was.
Anna get into that hotel room if no one invited her in? And how did
And,
the fucking hip, stupid guy vampire?
Yeah, the two stupid dudes.
How did the two stupid dudes get in there without being invited in? And then we started talking about like public property, but like I mentioned that hotels aren't public property; they're privately owned.
And then I pointed out apparently lobbies are open to the public.
Yeah, but a lobby's not a hotel room.
Yeah, so how did like
is getting handed a key card
requirements?
counting it as an invited in?
Yeah, and how did Logan not get into his own house?
Does that mean that Logan could just like rent a hotel room? Why didn't he try that?
Right? Like it's insane. Like, and that's why I feel like less and less people have used the get invited in part of vampire rules because it's like,
well,
this
they
is
do
a
that
headache.
get invited in when it's like fucking medieval castles and shit, because you know that most of the fucking story is going to take place in the building that the vampire's invited into. But now that you're just in a town, there's so many places a vampire has to be invited into.
Yeah, because of like property rules
There's
and
so
shit.
many buildings, and there's like property codes, and there's like building code.
And what qualifies as public or
What
private?
qualifies as public or private? Like, ownership's a lot more complicated than back in the surf days, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, Damon is not cool with all these people showing up, and he just tries to fucking murk Pearl. But Pearl's like, I'm older than you, and I'm stronger. Get that weak shit out of here. He shoves him back.
Yeah, he goes for the goozle, and she just like rips
Tries
his hand
to goozle her, and
down.
it fails. And then we cut to Jeremy, who is on an AOL chat room about vampires.
Basically what it is. He's talking with these people. It's like, how do you become a vampire or something? And it's like,
and Jeremy's got the username Vampger.
Vampger.
Vampger. And he's asking about vampires, and he gets like, oh, like Brad Pitt? And he's like, not like Brad Pitt, like real vampire.
Wait, Brad Pitt? I don't think, was Brad Pitt ever a vampire?
I think he was in like Diary of a Vampire or something. Not the Diary of a Vampire, like something of a vampire.
An Interview with a Vampire?
I think he was in Interview with a Vampire.
I don't think he was. Oh, he was in Interview with a Vampire. That's right. I keep forgetting he was in that.
Yeah, but like one person starts giving him legit answers, and he's like, "Are you a believer?" A vampire?
It's like Bloody Becky is the name.
Yeah, Bloody Becky.
This whole
This
scene
is so
is amazing.
goofy. This is
a
so
goofy scene.
This is some goofy shit. Pearl talks about how, like, some vampires, David's just like, all the vampires are alive now? Like, really? He's like, well, some vampires didn't get out. Some left. But a lot of them are alive. And we want you to start naming names. Like, you joined the council, and we want names, and we want, like, you to get rid of their vervain so we can kill them.
We want names and we want their families.
Damon makes Damon's like switching between 7 expressions at once.
He is going all sorts of facial.
What are you, crazy?
Are you crazy? I'm not gonna help you. You got nothing I want.
And she's like, I can get you to Catherine. And he's like, I don't care about Catherine. What makes you think I want to talk about Catherine? Totally. Pearl just, and then he tries to jump up, and then Pearl just jumps on him and puts both thumbs in his fucking eyes.
Shoves him back onto the couch and then gouges his eyes with her thumbs. Yes. Glad we have that.
Gouge his eye. Both thumbs to the eyes, and blood's just like squirting out.
Like,
unfortunately,
we were
I don't think eye gouging has a vampire wiki article, but it should.
It does not appear to do so. Like, there does not appear to be an eye gouging page.
Elena and Stefan are getting ready for their double date. Stefan's got flowers. She's just like, will life ever be normal? Stefan's like, man, we're fucking normal. Like, come on, we're super normal.
Yeah. Stefan just wants a chill life, and I'm all for that.
And she's like, have you even been on a double date? And he says, yeah, back in 1972 at the Playboy Mansion. Meh.
Yeah, they twins the Playboy Mansion.
Miss June. Earl, I almost said Earl Hebner. Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. Earl Hebner, that's a very weird Playboy Mansion.
At the Playboy Ref Mansion.
Hugh Hefner.
Getting all up on them boobies. Yeah.
Oh no. This soundboard is the worst and yet best. This is a worst soundboard.
Anna and Pearl actually are like wandering the streets, and they find Jenna by her. I think it's like the Gilbert store thing.
Yeah.
There's like a Gilbert
Something
property
like
because it was on the sign. And Jenna talks about like the history of the Gilberts, and like this was like a store that sold like medicine and stuff, and Pearl's like, an apothecary.
Yeah. Yes.
Mip, mip, mip. Anna side
I know
eyes
the word apothecary.
Anna side eyes Jeremy, who's walking on a road with his Walkman.
He's on the street. He's not on the sidewalk.
He's not on the sidewalk. He's just walking on the road.
Just on the road, walking, listening to his Walkman. Like, I don't know. This is just like, Jeremy, what you doing?
Damon's at the only bar. And he's got like the Orange Cassidy sunglasses because he's got a hangover from getting his eyes gouged out.
I genuinely thought that he was gonna keep the sunglasses on and his eyes weren't healed.
I thought that'd be cool, but no, his eyes were healed. They were just sensitive because he got his eyes gouged.
Yeah, and he's playing off like a hangover. He's sitting next to Kelly Donovan.
Kelly Donovan's at the bar, and she wants to go drinking with him, and they kind of hit it off a little bit. She mentions that like they're both sad because the manager didn't want her to work there because he fucked somebody.
She fucked her boyfriend or husband or something.
And Damon's sad because, Catherine, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Damon's on full MILF duty.
He is on a cougar hunt tonight. Especially when Jenna hits the scene.
All the vampires at the vampire house are like infighting. They're talking about,
I want to go outside.
I want to go outside. I don't want you to go outside. But maybe we shouldn't go outside. Baby.
But I want to go outside. No.
Don't go outside. They get at each other's throats a bit. There's like throat grabbing and fights breaking up. We're in double date mode, and fucking Elena and Stefan and Matt and Caroline are in the same goddamn bar.
It is the double date, and then there's Damon like drinking with Kelly and Jenna.
They shoot the shit bar. And then they look over to the side and like Damon's busy getting fucked up.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, guys.
I'm just like, man, we gotta find a new hangout.
We need to find a new hangout. Like, there's gotta be other places other than the Mystic Grill. There's gotta be like a pizza place, right?
There's gotta be a place with an arcade. Does it matter if there's an arcade or not?
Maybe a bowling alley? I don't know.
Vampires try to leave the house again, and Harper's like, no, but DSP tells him tough tits, and he walks out. Jeremy has Anna come over to his place, and he makes a weird face when he sees her. It's like, oh shit, you're back.
Hey.
Vampire allows
Vampire.
Anna into the house. Damon's Damon at the bar is such a doomer, and he wants to get fucked up.
Let's get fucked up and get into a threesome.
Elena is just so uncomfortable about this whole thing. But Matt breaks the ice to talk about, like, that time he and her got fucked. He got fucked up.
They first got drunk.
They first got drunk during homecoming, and, like, Elena ate shit.
Elena ate shit, and they tried to, like, fake out her parents because her parents were at the bar.
Caroline's making faces about this whole thing. And then, Jenna's also at the bar. And she's like, hey, eyes on to the left. Like, our kids are here. Like, our people we have to take care of are here. Jenna, just go to a different fucking bar.
Like, this can't be the only bar in the entirety of Spoons, right?
Yeah.
This can't be. There's gotta be more bars.
Anna and Jeremy are having a little date. They're playing Forza Motorsport. Yeah.
Playing Forza Motorsport. We were able to. They had it on pause, so we were able to get a good look at the screen.
It was like Forza Motorsport 3 or something.
Yeah.
I just think that's really funny. Anna's trying to come up with excuses that she told Jeremy that she was leaving, but now she could stay. Talk about, like, homeschool. And he suggests that, like, I want to do another, like, essay about vampires. And Anna just replies, Jeremy, that's fucking stupid.
But maybe vampires could be nice, Jeremy. That's fucking stupid.
What if vampires are nice? And it's like, that's fucking stupid. Like, I like you because you're cute and floppy.
Floppy?
What does floppy mean?
What is floppy in this context?
Stefan and Matt are forming a rapport. Like, they're just shooting pool and talking shit. And he's talking about, like, what kind of vibe do I give off, Matt? And it's like, you're the guy who, like, looks like he can fucking do everything and that he's so cool, but he also keeps people at an arm's length because he comes off as kind of a dick.
He's a little aloof.
And you're kind of an asshole. And then they start laughing.
Just having a good time.
They're just two bros hanging out.
God, Matt's such a great dude.
Caroline confronts Elena in the bathroom over talking to Matt.
Yeah,
like, she thinks that her being friendly to Matt means that she's undermining Caroline's relationship with him. Even though that's not really what's going on. They're just friends, I guess. DSP's at the bar, and when Elena leaves the bathroom, he's like, Catherine.
He grabs Elena's arm, too. He's like, Catherine.
He's like, I don't know who that is.
You got the wrong person.
And then she does this thing that's actually, like, really fucking clever. She talks like she's texting a friend. But then she's actually writing out a text to show Stefan that this fucking DSP looking guy called her Catherine, and that they need to bounce.
Because if she had just said it, he would have heard her.
Yeah, because super hearing, but she was just going clickety clickety click on her finger on her phone, and he barely knows what a fucking phone is.
He doesn't know the sounds of texting.
That was a 2. That was a 2. That's probably a B. No.
Yeah. He doesn't know that shit. So Stefan could just read it and go like, okay.
They drive home.
Really clever move.
They drive home in Elena's car back to the Salvatore house, and Caroline and Matt are following them. She complains about can we have, like, one day without someone threatening me or you or Damon or...
Just, man...
This sucks.
Should be normal.
Stefan kisses her all better, and they all go into the Salvatore house. Talk about, Matt and Caroline are talking about how, like, Damon's just kissing cougars over at the bar.
Yeah, making out. Well, they don't spot it yet.
Yeah, Caroline's got her memory wiped, but she still kind of remembers the Salvatore house.
Like, yeah, this place looks familiar. Yeah, when
Stefan shows Matt his die-cast car shelf, which is He's got hobbies.
Got hobbies. He's got actual hobbies that you can see and he talks about.
Stefan likes cars. That's awesome. I like that he has a real fucking hobby, and he's just like, here's my CD shelf, and this is Debussy.
Debussy, God damn it.
It's like, you're not convincing anyone with your fucking CD collector. Like, show me some. I want some deep cuts. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Talk about the albums for fuck's sake.
Here's this. Show me you have a Smiths album, fucking
Yeah.
Edward. Like,
Come on. You definitely listen to There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. You're
I
not
swear to
fooling
God, he
anyone.
must listen to the fucking Smiths. He's got the Morrissey hair. Like, come on, man.
Come on, Edward. You had to have.
I don't know.
You got a copy of The Queen is Dead. You have to.
I'm just saying I actually like when a character has a hobby that's not super plot relevant, but it's just sort of like, oh, he likes this.
He likes collecting die-cast cars, and in fact collects old cars, as we will see.
Yeah, he's got an old car too. I mean, Damon's also got an old car, but he's got a muscle car.
Yeah.
Matt. Okay, hold on. I gotta scroll down. Damon's still flirting with Matt's mom, and Jenna's like, "This is awkward. I'm leaving."
Yeah.
Stefan shows
Stumbled
off
out
to
of the
Matt
bar.
that he's got a Porsche.
Got a Porsche, yeah.
Got a 1963 Porsche. I thought it was an Alpha, but Porsche changed their body design in like the late 60s, early 70s. And then they just sort of stuck with that.
That just became like their body from then on.
And Matt and Stefan just start broing the fuck out. Like, Matt talks
Over
about
this
like
classic Porsche.
rebuilding engines, and Stefan's like, I've been trying to get this thing to work, but I can't seem to.
Mm.
And they just keep talking about like cars and shit. And like Matt accidentally pivots, or Caroline makes an aside comment about how like, I don't like sports cars. They're hard to kiss in. And Matt's just like, I didn't have a problem kissing Elena when I was in a sports car. And she was like, of fucking course, I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's just this double date is going real bad. It's rough.
Matt talks to
Matt.
Stefan about like he's fine with like him being with Elena. He doesn't have any problems with this whole like setup, honestly.
Yeah.
Jenna walks out of the bar and breaks her shoe. DSP shows up to break her other shoe so that they're even, and
Break the other heel, yeah. Which that's not how that works. That's not good.
You know, they flirt for a bit, and he talks about, I saw you with Damon Salvatore. That's weird. Do you know where he lives nowadays? And Jenna's like, I'm drunk, and going with me is a bad idea. So he tries to compel her to give him information, but she's got verbena because Stefan gave her the verbena.
Yeah.
He made all those trinkets for all of them.
I did, yeah.
So continuity. All right.
Nice.
He's like lamenting about like, I can't get any fucking blood in this town. It's just like, stop drinking the main characters. Like, that's your problem. Fuck.
Stop trying to attack main characters and people related to main characters.
Go grab a stranger off the street. Their blood's good. You
can't wear heels without the heel, because then you're walking around with your toes pointed like nearly 90 degrees straight up.
It's better than walking with like one heel up and one heel down, though.
It just would have been much easier just for Jenna to take her shoes off at that point. That's not salvageable.
Hot take.
Yeah.
I don't think heels are super like practical, and I don't think women should wear them.
No, they're not. They're really not.
Like, I don't even think they look good most of the time. Like, I don't think men or women should wear high heels. It's just the reason for shoes is to protect your feet and like make it easier to walk on like uneven surfaces. And like these fucking high ass heels, you can't run in them. You can't fucking get into a fight with them. You can't climb. You can't go on a hike. You can't drive a car.
Snap your ankles with
you can't drive most cars in high heels. Like, they serve no practical purpose, in my opinion. It shows you my opinions on high fashion.
Yeah.
So, I don't fucking know.
But yeah, it's like, no, just fucking, if your fucking heel breaks, just fucking forget the shoes at that point.
Well, I wouldn't want to walk on a dirty sidewalk. What if there's like fucking nails and shit? sidewalk.
I mean, that's true.
Caroline is being
Fuck it.
insecure and jealous with Matt. Or with Elena, sorry.
Yeah,
And then it turns
Caroline's
out that
having a
like
rough time.
Matt like tweaked the fucking Porsche and he got it going. And like
Yeah.
they're real excited about it.
Like, Caroline's upset because she feels like she's like always second to Elena.
She feels like
She's always
she's the
the
backup.
backup.
She's the backup because like, oh, Matt can't get with me, so she's gonna, or can't get with you, so she's gonna get with me, even though he wants to get with you.
You only hang out with me when you can't hang out with Bonnie.
It's like Bonnie isn't even fucking here. Her grandma
Which
died.
kind of proves the point, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bonnie hasn't been in the past couple episodes. For a fair reason. She's still probably grieving, but...
Yeah, when fucking Matt and Stefan get out of the Porsche and they're just like, they're so excited.
They're so happy.
They're so happy about getting this car working. And I'm just like, you know, Stefan's just sort of like, all right, so I think you and Matt, or Caroline and Matt, can take my car home if it's all right with you. Or you can go, you can use my car to chat for a bit. But I thought it was funny if it was just like, actually, maybe Elena can take Caroline home and we could just fucking drive around and do shit, man.
We can hang out.
We can hang out and stuff.
Just become total bros.
You were talking about like shipping them, and I was just like, no, they're bros.
No, they're bros.
They're bros. Just, fuck all this romance shit. I'm gonna go hang out.
I'm just gonna hang out. This double date's over.
This double date's over. I'm gonna go hang out with Matt. He's cool.
This is a bad idea. I just want to hang out with Matt now.
Jeremy and Anna are cooking together. And Jeremy tells her to like get some ingredients for him, and then when she turns away, he slits his fucking hand open with a knife.
He slices the palm of his hand with a knife.
And then like it cuts to her being uncomfortable about his hand bleeding. And then it cuts to his hand and it's awful. It just looks like he's got some like brown shit on his hand.
He's got barbecue sauce on his hand.
There's no cut, there's no prosthetics. It just looks like he just got some A1 steak sauce on his hand.
It's not even flowing properly.
Anna starts like getting closer, or Jeremy starts getting closer to Anna, and he's just like, "What? You got a problem? Go get me a fucking Band-Aid. You got a problem with me bleeding, huh?
Give me a towel.
Give me a
Hurry
towel.
up.
You just want me to
I'm
bleed all
bleeding
over
a
the
lot.
salad? I'm bleeding."
Look at how much I'm bleeding, Anna.
Anna fucking tackles him, and he's like, "How the?" And she's just like, "How the fuck do you know?" Like, I don't know anything. Like, I think you're a vampire. Like, drink my blood. Come on, do it, pussy.
Dude, drink my blood.
Drink my blood.
Then she's like, okay, fine.
Fine, I'll suck your fucking hand. Whatever. Jenna shows up and Jeremy gets shocked and Anna gets the fuck out of there.
Yeah. You got. But
And like,
Jenna
look at
doesn't know
Jeremy
shit.
actually trying to suss out vampires.
Even if it's the stupidest way you could
The
have.
stupidest way he could have, but it worked.
At least he tried. At least he tried something to suss out the vampires. Unlike Bella, who remained oblivious for several days on that.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe he knew Anna longer than Bella knew Edward, but I don't know how long of a period of time Twilight is. Couple
I've
weeks?
honestly forgotten. Yeah, a few weeks probably. But
Matt and Caroline are in the car, and he knows what's up about this whole double date, about Caroline's motive, and that he thinks that he's trying to, pretty much Matt thinks that, you know, he's trying to suss out their relationship between Elena and Matt.
Mm.
And it's
if
like,
he still has feelings for her.
and it's like, you know, I dated Elena, and I have memories about that, and, you know, if you got a problem with that, that's just too fucking bad. They still happened. You can't do anything about it. You know, we're together. We're fine. Stop worrying so fucking much.
Yeah.
And then they kiss, and music plays.
Yeah. Team Matt stays winning.
Damon took Miss Donovan to her house, and then they just start fucking making out.
They start going for the like CW level nudity. Like he starts undressing her a little bit, gets her shirt off at
And then
the
Matt
most.
comes into the house, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
The fuck? Everyone has followed Matt and like It's Matt, Stefan,
Matt,
Caroline,
Stefan,
Elena, all
Carolina, they're
walking
all
in.
just like, what the fuck?
It's just super awkward. It's just like,
David's
well,
like,
this double
oh,
date is in
well, shit.
shambles. This double date's in shambles, isn't it?
We gotta find more places to hang out.
We gotta find more places to hang out besides the Spoons Grill and the Salvatore house.
Go other places, fuck.
God damn.
Anna's back home with Pearl, and Pearl's upset that Anna left because she left for like 3 hours and didn't explain why. Anna starts
What are
crying.
you doing?
Anna starts crying, and Pearl hugs her because she's upset about her mom being mad.
And about how and her complicated feelings about Jeremy and stuff, and Jeremy knowing.
You know,
This is-
Elena talks to Stefan about like she doesn't want shit turning sideways on them all the time, as she leaves early. And DSP stalking the Salvatore house. You know, we're about to have like a quiet talk between Stefan and Damon, and then just DSP just jumps through a fucking window, and
He just jumped straight through the window, and we were like, "Whoa!"
and Stefan gets stabbed with a piece of glass. And then another lady comes in, and she's fighting Stefan too, and like throws Damon through a leg chair or like a chair, and David like grabs a leg, and then they start wrestling. Like fucking Damon and the DSP get into like a headbutt fight.
Like Stefan manages to yank the piece of glass out of his side. He gets into a fight with the lady Beth Ann, and he fucking stakes her repeatedly.
He stakes her repeatedly. Stefan don't fuck around.
He does not fuck around when it comes to this vampire.
He didn't
shit.
fuck around with Ben, and he didn't fuck around with this bitch. He will kill you.
He will end you.
He will fuck your shit up. Like No Mercy style, man. He's got the sauce.
Like, he's got the dog in him, apparently, when he gets into a fight with another vampire. It's just no gaming.
So he kills that bitch, and DSP runs away, and he's just like, why are there more vampires here? I thought the tomb was closed. And David's like, well... Funny story, actually. That is just like, why the fuck? Why, mom, did you kiss fucking Damon Salvatore and like playing grab ass at his house while we were there?
Half your age, as far as Matt knows.
As far as Matt knows, I was joking about how he looks like he's 40, but
well,
he's also a
realistically,
vampire.
Damon is probably like 4 times her age.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be fair. 3 times her age, probably. But
well, he said like she's 40 or something.
okay, so 3 times her age.
Matt's just upset. Is like, why do I gotta be adult here? Like, I'm a kid and you're not, and yet I got my shit together and you don't. Like, how the fuck did that happen?
How?
You know, his mom feels real bad, and Elena and Jeremy are brushing their teeth, and Jeremy's like weirdly tall in this scene.
Yeah, he's never looked this tall before. I guess. Yeah, it's maybe puberty's just hit him at some point. He had a growth spurt.
I thought he was like already almost an adult.
I mean, he's the younger brother, so he'd probably be what, sophomore, junior?
DSP shows up back at the house, and Pearl grills him over what happened. And he's like, "Well, Beth died, and leaving was kind of Beth Ann died, and like I fucked up. I'm sorry.
I won't leave.
I won't leave again." And she's like, "All right, drink some blood in this like shitty plastic bottle that I got." And then when he does,
like
Pearl grabs a wooden spoon and just shakes him.
I don't even think the spoon is like sharpened at the end.
No, she just stabbed him with the handle of the spoon.
She just jammed the handle into his side.
And she's like, "If you leave again, I will fucking kill you.
I will end you.
Bitch, I will end you." So Elena's getting ready for bed. She's in her jammies. She's got a teddy bear. She's calling Stefan, and she's all smiling and shit. And like Stefan's all happy for her. He kind of wants to tell her that he got attacked, but he doesn't want to ruin her normal day. And in the background, Damon's dragging a dead body to the fireplace.
Damon is dragging Stefan's body towards the fireplace while he's having this conversation.
It's such a funny picture.
It's such a great image. It's like when Stefan hangs up.
Damon's like, a little help here?
A little help here?
Like,
a heavy body.
Let's go burn this body, God.
A heavy body.
Anna shows up to confront Jeremy in his house, and she's just like, why did you do that? I could have killed you.
But you didn't.
But you didn't.
He says, but you didn't twice, and both times it killed us.
It's like,
because we were just thinking of that one fucking soap opera scene where it's like, I could have left you out on that sidewalk to die.
That wasn't a soap opera, Mega Fighter. That was a gay porno.
Oh.
But
okay.
you didn't.
But you didn't.
So, this is one of the weird times in These Hot Idiots where I suggest you go watch a gay porno. Go to YouTube and just watch like gay porno but without the porn, and it's just all the dialogue scene. It is so fucking funny. Dad taught us never not be proud of our dicks. He used to. This isn't a boat. It's a bathtub. Like, I fucking love.
This isn't a beach. It's a bathtub.
I just love porno dialogue. I don't even need to see the porn.
Dialogue from the non-sex scenes.
Like the setup parts. It's just amazing, and it's terribly written, and it's like, you know what you're fucking here for. But I just want to find a guy who just reviews the porn for the plot.
Yeah,
that'd be a funny gimmick, I think.
The non-porn scenes is what he reviews.
He just reviews the non-porn scenes. It's just like, I gotta suss out these character development. So he's just like, how did you know I was a vampire? And he's like, kissing you makes your face weird.
And also, I knew this girl named Vicky, and she was kind of weird after she got attacked by a raccoon.
And I think she turned into a vampire, and she's just like, fine, I fucking like people like you.
I like floppy boys.
Sad, floppy, confused boy.
Floppy.
And it's like, what do you want to do with this information? You know you can't tell anyone or I'll kill you, right? And he's just like, turn me into a vampire, Anna. It's like, dun, dun, dun. And the episode ends.
Yep, that is the episode. This is a great episode.
This is a great fucking episode.
Like, even the parts that I would usually find boring, I was actually kind of invested in the little relationship drama going on.
I just love this whole situation that bloomed over the fact that apparently they don't have another place to fucking hang out.
Also, that's great, too. It's like, everything's awkward.
So, let's get to songs. Oh, here's a fun fact about this episode, by the way. This is the least watched Vampire Diaries episode of season 1.
That's weird, because it's
You're
a
missing
really
out.
fun episode.
Well,
you're missing out, folks.
There's something weird about ratings. Ratings don't really indicate how good an episode is. It's typically how good the last few episodes have been.
Yeah, like how many people are willing to turn in and see the episodes.
Yeah, and the last couple of episodes were a, kind of a dip a little bit. Especially the last one. The one before that was fine. Because that was like the... A
Few Good Men was a pretty bad episode.
A Few Good Men was not a great episode. It was a little below average.
But this was a pretty solid episode.
This had a bunch of shit happen, and I love it when it's like a car accident.
It's like a car crash going on, and there's shit flying everywhere.
There's shit flying everywhere, and there's like 6 plots, and just they keep intersecting in the weirdest and dumbest ways. As for songs this episode, we got Better Than This by Keen.
I think I vaguely remember Keen.
Keen was like an indie band. They got popular. They got popular in like on MTV in like the 2000s.
Because everyone requested Somewhere Only We Know.
I mean, Keen's all right. I like Keen.
Okay, so you actually have more of an idea of who Keen is than I do. I didn't even know it was a band.
Got Cloudhead by In-Flight Safety. We've got
That one I don't know.
The Ocean by Tegan and Sarah.
Ah.
Hey, Tegan and Sarah, welcome back.
Yeah, you stopped by.
Cross My Heart by Marianas Trench.
I feel like we've heard about Marianas
Perfect
Trench
Day
before.
by The Constellations. Crash by In-Flight Safety, which is not safe.
That's not.
That's not.
Also, that's 2 in-flight safety songs in one episode.
Yeah. Love Stick Mistake by Aaron McCarley. And The Mess I Made by Parachute.
Which you'll need from the crash.
From the crash from In-Flight Safety. Because the pilot was being too much of a cloud head.
and went into the ocean.
Sorry for all the shorter episodes, by the way. These have been like 5 to 10 minutes shorter than what we normally do. But it's not because we're in a hurry or anything. It's just because a lot of the stuff that's been happening has already been established.
Yeah.
Unless they introduce some new shit, I feel like there isn't that many tangents that we could go on about the whole thing.
Yeah, everything feels like it's fully established, and we're not getting too
We got
hard.
our players, I think, is the thing.
Yeah. Like, the lore's going mostly smoothly, except for the weird invitation rules.
Yeah, the weird invitation rules that aren't consistent at all.
The plots are, like, kind of converging.
The plots
nicely
are converging
as
a
well.
little bit. I feel like it feels like we're ramping up to the finale, which I do enjoy. Feeling like the finale's got prep time. You know,
Yeah.
I love finales that got prep time. It's like, oh, they're setting up for something big. There's like Better Call Saul was really good at that, where like they could build up to the finale, and like you knew about 70% of what was going to happen during the finale because it was been talked about and established and explained upon. And then they actually fucking do it, and it feels like, you know, you're a good boy for paying attention.
Yeah, you feel like you're being rewarded for, like, paying attention and not like you're getting punished for, like, noticing things.
So, so far, I'd probably give season 1 of The Vampire Diaries. To be fair, I haven't watched the finale.
We're 6 episodes away.
I'd probably give it a 7.
Yeah.
It's a solid 7. It's pretty good.
It is a strong 7, and I know that like
we're
a
not
7
talking
in,
like video game ratings here. Like 7's like not bad. I'd suggest you watch it. You know.
God, it's stupid how like all or nothing.
7. That's terrible. Whoa.
Even though most people can pass on a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, look, motherfuckers. 5 is average for me. If something's a 5, I'd watch it if you twisted my arm. Like. That's my opinion of a 5. 5 doesn't mean bad. 5 means mid. 6 means flawed but decent, and 7 means like starting to get pretty alright, actually. Motherfuckers over here with like it's an 8.2. That's bad. That's a bad review.
That's
I'm not
bad.
gonna watch it. Like
why do we even have an out of 10 scale?
why do you have an out of
discard?
10 if you're gonna use 4 points and nothing else?
If you're just gonna disregard anything that isn't a 10.
Look, motherfucker, like if I tell you something's a 2 and if something's a 3, I will tell you exactly why something got a 3 and something got a 2. And like the Vampire Diaries, while it's inconsistent and sometimes gets a little stupid, it feels like the people who are writing it give a shit.
They give a shit. The actors are.
Yeah, most of the actors give a shit. And yeah, there's problems, but a lot of things have fucking problems.
Yeah.
I actually think this season's all right.
This is I'm
a cynical prick.
He's a real cynical bastard.
Like, I like things less often than Mega Fighter does.
Yes.
Like, 8 times out of 10, if Mega Fighter shows me something he likes, I'll probably hate it. Except it's usually out of spite, and it's not actually because I hate it.
Out of spite for me liking a thing.
Yeah, I've been working
We
on
somehow
that.
kept this friendship going over a decade.
I've been working on it, okay? I've made some progress on my personality. Being aware of your weird issues is the first step. But that's the end of the episode. We're always available on YouTube and anywhere you can get a podcast, mostly Spotify and Pandora, apparently, according to these freaks who watch us on Pandora. I didn't even know we were on fucking Pandora until last week.
And when you found out that 59% of our viewers watch us on Pandora.
Go for it.
Like, okay, views are views, right?
We got a recent spike in viewers recently. We're up to like 30 people per episode, and I want to say I appreciate that and thank you. I didn't think anyone wanted to watch two guys in their 30s watch a show about vampires, but hey.
From the late 2000s.
Honestly, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We got a Twitter that we don't use, and we got Tumblrs
that we more regularly use than the Twitter.
Except I haven't been advertising episodes on my Tumblr.
I haven't either, and I really feel like I need to get back on that. But those Tumblrs are, of course, Megafighter343 and Ashe Nightshade.
Yes. We'll be back next week with episode 17.
Let the right one in.
Oh, God. Oh, that's a movie.
That's a movie with the vampires.
Well, what do you think we should do before we say good night for this week?
I think that we should...
I don't know why I clicked that one.
Why? It says don't click this one. Why did you do that?
I don't know. Well, that's staying in. Good night.
Gouge his eyes.
I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing. But you didn't.
Oh, I don't know. I think the temperature just went up in here a few degrees when you walked in the door.
Well, you do look kind of hot.